let's try this again. Okay, so well, sort of yeah. After brekkie, there's the coffee and the cigarette on payday, shopping day. Life goes on. So anyway, in the United States of America, they're very, very paranoid at the moment, and it seems rightly so, because they're talking about Palantir being somehow associated with Doty. In the sense that the Musk and all these tech bro buddies and the tech oligarchy or whatever have founded numerous companies, and the same people that founded OpenAI were involved in founding Palantir and Doji and other groups as well. There is cause for concern. Whether there's empirical cause for concern as far as they're using Palantir for the targeting of civilians or immigrants is another story. Hopefully they do not, however it sounds like they might. And so there is a reason why they're paranoid. So if you need a sort of like a fact-based but kind of like sounds delusional, it's actually fact-based kind of sort of way of looking at things to sort of put things into perspective about how small Donald Trump really is and how small those guys are. And by the way, no, they are. So some of those guys studied a little bit of science and realised how small and unimportant they are. And so they're just to try to make themselves feel more important by doing projects like that. So let's put this into perspective, okay? Okay. When a lot of people look at the sun, they see, the sort of like white yellow ball of heat in the sky, right? Okay, that's not all the sun is. The outer atmosphere of the sun extends 150 to 250 astronomical units away from that visible point. Okay, and that distance of one astronomical unit is approximately 150 kilometers, also known as the distance of the Earth from the sun. Okay, bearing in mind that space-time is not a necessary imaginal construct for the purposes of comprehending reality, is, however, a useful means by which to determine the relationship between objects. And so it is still, noteworthy to make those comments. That distance, where the heliopause is, and where Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 have just left, for some reason, without their cameras on, because honestly, if you're going to take pictures of anything, you want to take pictures of the first thing you see after you leave the heliopause, because that'll be quite interesting. So we don't know why they turn the cameras off. Anyway, according to those types of information, within the heliopause contains Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and the planet formerly known as Pluto. It also contains two asteroid belts. One is between Mars and Jupiter, and the other is outside of Pluto. Pluto is an oversized asteroid by more recent estimations by the looks of it. It also contains every satellite made by humans, every spaceship made by humans, as well as a bunch of debris, all the moons that are around each of the planets, and potentially alien spaceships that have passed through holes punctured between realities because of solar flares, and potentially other forms of cosmic activities. It also contains a cosmic background radiation as well as a bunch of other things. Cosmic background radiation is in addition to the many different bandwidths of light and radiation that come from the sun itself. Right, that sounds pretty technical, doesn't it? Let's put this into perspective. You are literally walking inside the outer atmosphere of the sun right now. Whoever you are watching this video, you are literally inside one of the pieces of the atmosphere of the sun. You are inside the sun. You are made from the sun, and you are walking inside the sun. Okay, do you understand how big that sun is? This body talking to you and the physical body listening to this video and this mobile phone is inside the fucking sun. Okay, that's how big the sun is. You know that massive fucking planet, gas giant called Jupiter? That's 10 times, it takes 10 of them to fit in the sun. That's 40 times the size of planet Earth easily. That's inside the sun too. You're inside the sun. The sun isn't just that visible part of the sky. You're inside it right now. Donald Trump is inside it. Elon Musk is inside it. Palantir and all those other groups are inside it. Okay? From that perspective, how tiny is all that political stuff? From that perspective, how tiny is it? How tiny and pathetic that there are these little ape people called humans who can have big spirits and minds and do amazing things, but nonetheless, as far as the cosmos is concerned, are tiny. Rolling around on a rock that's tiny and is floating around inside the atmosphere of the sun. Okay? Now Mr. Trump, he thinks the sun shines out of his backside. Okay? Well, it does. But it also shines out of yours. Okay? You can't help it. You're literally walking inside the fucking sun. Alright? And the two objects that humans made that was able to leave the sun, go outside the heliopause, okay? For the first time, they've turned the cameras off so we can't see the pictures of what's out there. If you put that into perspective of how amazingly important those pictures would be to humanity to see, that's a bit of a concern. Okay? Please don't rely on Siri or Google Maps or even NASA. Have a look at old star charts from paper before internet, and then stand outside and have a look at the stars at night time and see where they're really appearing. See what's actually there. And then start asking some serious fucking questions. What are you being distracted from through that big fucking scary story that they're telling in the States right now? What's really going on here? Because they are small pickings. They're nothing. They're just little ape men walking in the sun just like you. And they're frightened just like you. Don't forget that.